March Madness is upon us, and couple that with the NBA season is going on, actually going to the playoffs. A better way to bet on those games and games in other sports like the Premier League and everything else, or even Major League Soccer, than BetUS.com, where you can get 125% of the sign-up bonus, which is up to $2,500 by using the promo code TKT for the Klown Times. So what are these other perks here? You can bet on the go. You can bet anytime, anywhere on your mobile device. You get fast pass, or you get paid immediately every single time. And last but not least, you can you could do live betting where you can bet during the game, getting the early and the best lines. Again, use my promo code TKT for the Klown Times to get up to 125% of the sign-up bonus, which is up to $2,500. So again, not to sound like a book record, but go to betus.com where the game begins. So this gets us to the HBCU segment. And I mentioned, and I was going to say the Austin segment for the last segment, but the reason why I brought it up is because it's to set this up. Now, on social media, Jackson State University, their marketing department, they all deserve praise. Apparently, there's a video that's out where they went to, they were members of the football team and staff while they were practicing. Or was it spring practice or doing?
Yeah, it's spring ball time now.
That's right. Yeah. So they went around asking both players and assistant coaches, what would they have done if Will Smith would have rolled up on him and slapped him a la Chris Rock? His responses are hilarious, especially Deion's response at the very end was classic, classic Coach Prime. So I'll let y'all check it out. Just Google. If you're on YouTube, just do a Google search for Jackson State, Will Smith. That's all you need. You'll find it. It's hilarious. But anyway, aside from that, there's some stuff happening, and this is your time to shine as usual, just to educate us on all things HBCU sports. So floor is yours.
Yeah, like you said, it is spring ball time. Everybody's getting it in right now. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna make my way to Greenfield this weekend to check out some Howard University spring ball myself, to see how this team is looking, with their new signees that they have. And chances are, wherever you are, if you're near HBCU, you'll probably be capable of checking out a team in their spring practice. Go to their official website or to their social media, and you can get the information on exactly when their practices are going to be. Now we move on. Championship season for bowling. Actually, the bowling champions have been crowned in the 3 HBCU conferences that currently have them, that currently have women's bowling. And oddly enough, I have a mild connection, or at least a secondhand connection to all 3 of these institutions. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the SWAC, of course. My good buddy Jennifer Williams, who used to be the athletic director over there at Alabama State. Congratulations to the women of Alabama, the Lady Hornets of Alabama State, for winning the SWAC championship in bowling. And then, of course, my neighboring HBCU here in the DC area, Bowie State. Congratulations to the Lady Bulldogs there for winning the CIAA bowling championship. And then, of course, I would be remiss if I don't talk about the Titans here.
All right.
Of HBCU Athletics. I got to. Congratulations, Lady Aggies, once again on winning the 2022 MEAC Women's Bowling Championship, with the Bowler of the Year and the Coach of the Year being named this season as well from North Carolina A&T. So salute to the Lady Aggies on winning another MEAC championship. And the lone sport that A&T is participating in the MEAC. So congratulations to them. And then, of course, the final thing, we all know, and I had to go ahead and give a shout out to the city of New Orleans this weekend, because, of course, they are hosting the Final Four.
That's right.
With me wearing my the now defunct New Orleans Baby Cakes minor league baseball cap. That's my little tip of the cap to them. But one thing, if you weren't familiar, of course, the games are Saturday and Monday
Right.
for the national championship. But sandwiched in between will be the official inaugural HBCU All-Star basketball game.
Oh,
Now, they were
wow.
looking to have the All-Star game for the past 2 seasons in 2020 and 2021, but unfortunately, due to COVID, they had to postpone those games.
Right.
But this will be the first year that they actually have it. It's going to take place in New Orleans. There's going to be a skills competition for both, I think, the 3-point and the slam dunk competition as well. There's several HBCU athletes that are going to be participating in that as well. But again, the HBCU All-Star game is going to be on Sunday, the 3rd, at 4 p.m. on CBS. So it's going to be on the big dog. So everybody have an opportunity to go ahead and check it out. That's 3 p.m. I'm sorry, that's 4 p.m. on the 3rd on CBS, on your local CBS network. And it's going to be between 2 teams. Team John McClendon. And of course, for those who are you out there who are unfamiliar with John McClendon, of course, John McClendon is looked at as the father of Black basketball. He actually learned the game from Naismith. And of course, has been gone on to coach the likes of North Carolina Central, Kentucky State, and Tennessee State, and also is the first ever African-American head coach in professional sports. So it's a huge honor to have this team named after him. And the players that will play on Team McClendon come from the MEAC, the SEAC, and from the Big South as well, because they have a player from A&T and a player from Hampton on that squad too. And that team will be led by the HBCU All-Stars, Willis Reed NCAA Division I National Player of the Year, Kyle Foster, out of Howard, the dynamic guard that plays for the Bison. And also it will be coached by the HBCU All-Stars, Ben Jobe, Division I National Coach of the Year, Robert Jones of the MEAC champion, Norfolk State, and then the Jerry Johnson Division II Coach of the Year, Fred Watson out of Miles College. So they got a star-studded cast in terms of having the Division I, the Division II, and the Division I Player of the Year all on Team McClendon, and they will be facing Team Big House Games, which makes up players from the SWAC and the CIAA, which will be led by Division II, Sam Jones Division II Player of the Year, Jalen Segrist of the CIAA champion Fayetteville State Broncos, and that team will be coached by Landon Busey of Alcorn State and Corey Laurie of Lincoln, Pennsylvania. So again, you have these 2 all-star squads facing off on CBS this Sunday, 4 p.m. Check it out. This is going to be a big-time event. I want to make sure that this game gets as much pub as possible so that everyone go ahead and check this game out, man. I'm intrigued to see how it's going to be. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to go because the way my checking and savings are hooked up right now. And of course, with hotel prices being at NCAA Final Four prices, I did not plan for that. So hopefully I'll go ahead and plan for wherever the Final Four is going to be next year. I look forward to potentially being there in 2023.
You know what else came in the mail?
What's that?
Guess who's on the front cover? Our track stars. They're runners, they're track stars.
Guess who's been Zach?
Yes.
That man on the right side, who of course is still racing at North Carolina A&T, one Randolph Ross.
Yes.
Everyone's going through their outdoor track and field season. The Raleigh relays were this past weekend. I think that I'm trying to remember where Howard ran. I think I can't remember exactly where they ran, but their 4x400 women's relay team won and did a wonderful job out there too. So again, getting ready for the outdoor conference championships this late May, in May, and then of course the outdoor national championships in June up in Eugene, Oregon. So I'm just waiting to see which HBCU athletes will be representing their institutions in the nationals as well. So that's what's been going on this past week. I can't wait to see how this All-Star game is going to play out. Then of course, again, with the spring games coming up, I'm going to most definitely peeking at those. And I think it's next week. I'm going to make
I
most
knew my finger
definitely.
like you.
I'm going to most definitely confirm it next week if that is the date. Jackson State will be having their spring game televised on ESPN. I think it's next weekend on the 9th. I think that's when that date is. But again, I know someone's going to correct me in the comments if I'm wrong about that date, but I think that's when it is. But if it is next week, I most definitely have the details ready for everyone to so they'll know exactly when to check that game out.
Nice. So a lot to look forward to. Y'all check it out this weekend. Hey, he laid it out there, so you can't say you don't know. You didn't know. So if you don't know,